Jackie and I'm here at day 3 of Bonnaroo. I'm here with Liily. Your debut song, Toro, was a big hit. How will your EP follow up from that?
EP's out.
EP's out. That's how you follow up from
That's how
it.
you follow it. It's March 8th.
March 8th.
It's out.
So, how was Toro sort of a prelude to it?
Um,
Are the sounds similar or are they not?
yeah, I think there's a consistent sound throughout the EP. I think Toro kind of came right before we recorded that EP. We have another song. Most of those songs, though, we've had for years and years, and so I think Toro just kind of embellished the whole thing with one consistent sound.
And so, is your songwriting more autobiographical or is it more broad and thematic?
I think that's more. I mean, musically, I think it's definitely autobiographical. Dylan writes the lyrics, so I think that comes from an autobiographical standpoint too. But I mean, I think kind of fiction or nonfiction, it's all relatively autobiographical. You know, you write what you know.
I think this EP, though, I think it was very just whatever we were feeling at the time, which was kind of just wanting to get out music, and that was cool, you know, for the EP. But I think now what we're developing, when we're developing our sound, that's more of just like how yeah, it's pretty much autobiographical in that sense. Yeah.
So, having put out new music, what role do things like music streaming have? Is it something that you really focus on? Is it a necessary evil?
I don't think we focus too much on it. I think our main focus is just progressing with the music that we're writing as well as playing shows, you know, and actually, you know, getting out into the world physically. I mean, the music gets out into the world, you know, in its own way, but I don't think it holds as... I don't think it's as special as being, you know, present in, you know, at a venue.
And so when you play live, do you try to stay as true to the recorded music, or do you kind of change it up and experiment when you can?
I mean, yeah. So, well, sorry. Like, I think the songs just lend themselves to a accurate transition to a live show. You know, but I think the stuff that we're doing now is not necessarily the case. But yeah, like, because when we first started writing music, it was just the song was done when we could all play it in a room, and then that translates directly over to recording, and then inherently back to playing live shows. You know.
Also, there's like so many different instruments on the recordings that we can't, you know, follow that through all the way. So we have to change it up a little bit, but it's pretty consistent most of the time, I would say. Yeah.
What's the one song you want new listeners to hear as they're walking past you while you're playing? That gives you like the best idea of your overall sound.
We're in we're in the process of recording a new song. It's called Wash. There's a live version of it out right now. But yeah, I think that's the one that we'd want people to hear. It encompasses everything so far.
Yes.
Yes. So, digital music seems to be pretty prevalent in 2019 as how fans get their music, but some bands also are selling limited edition vinyl or cassettes. Is that something you'd ever consider doing?
Well, I think having like a piece of music that's tangible that is important. I mean, I don't think it's as important as just, you listen to music how you're going to listen to it, and the easier it is, the better in a lot of ways. I think there's, you know, obviously there's been a huge transition from, you know, buying records at a record store into, you know, a free MP3 of a song, and I think that's just where we are now, and that's just how it is. It's not a problem. It's just, I mean, like, I have a record collection. I know Max does. Like, Sam has a record collection. We all do. I think it's important in a different way. I think it's if you want to buy a record, that's great. But if not, you can listen to it for free. You know.
Some bands do it as like a collector's item as well, as something that they think about. digital music is still, like we've been talking, kind of prevalent, but also I feel like digital media and videos have been important. Would you consider making another music video as you're talking about recording new music?
Well, we just kind of have to, as much as like we're. It's so hard to focus on that as well when there's not like a direct inspiration for a visual aspect of a song or a piece of music. Like, that's just the fucking world we live in. Like, we have, we have to make a video. I mean, we're in a place right now where we're not going to put anything out that doesn't have some weight to it artistically. But that being said, it fucking should, or else, because there's still something that's going to come out just because that's how it has to be in terms of the world we live in.
And as far as a music video, do you feel it should be more performance-based, or do you think that you need to kind of do some storytelling with it or let the song speak for itself?
It's just a compelling video, then I don't know.
I don't think there's any, like, guidelines or restrictions in that sense when making a music video. If it's cool, then it's cool. There's nothing.
And Bonnaroo is definitely very cool. How do you go about choosing your playlist for a festival versus a show that you are either headlining or supporting and you know that your fans are there?
A playlist or a set list?
Set list.
Set list. We only have so many songs, so we have 45 minutes, we play all of them. If we have 30 minutes, we play our favorite ones,
What's up next for you guys after Bonnaroo?
We go home, record some songs. Then we go back over to Europe for 10 days, and we play in the Czech Republic and Spain and Germany. And then we play with Weezer in Germany. And then we come back, and then the end of July we do some East Coast dates into Lollapalooza. And then in September we leave with this band called Bad Sons for 6 weeks around America.
Lots of travel.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for much more from Liily. This is Jackie. Thanks to In the Key of Change and Chorus FM.